Hey y'all, it's Kim from Kim Dixon Creative. I'm here today with a project for a little group called the Oh So Inspired Challenge. This is a collaboration that is the brainchild of our friend Alicia from Call Me Crafty Owl. And each month we look at an inspiration piece and decide what how we want to make that our own. And then you can see this Sherry Moss inspiration there on the screen. And so I'm going to be using this stamp set from May Made It called His Promises, and some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. I'm going to go ahead and cut down a piece of accent opaque 120 pound cardstock. I get that from Amazon, and I'm going to cut it down. That little panel is cut down. At the moment, it's cut at 5.5 by 4.25. And I'm going to use my Misty, and because my stamp is going to go off of my page, I'm going to set that. I'm not going to put it down in the corner like we normally do. And so I'm going to kind of put it up so that my stamp can go off the cardstock. And I'm just going to use a series of VersaFine Clair inks. I think that particular one is called Tulip Red, and I'm going to just go in rainbow order. I'm going to use my warmer colors down in the bottom corner, and my cooler colors will go in the top corner. And all I'm doing is just going through on the stamp set. That ink is called Cheerful. No, that's the orange. It's summertime. That's summertime. And just go through and stamp my little rainbow. Now the yellow is called Cheerful, and I'm gonna get that stamped down. These VersaFine Clair inks stamp so well. The green ink is called Green Oasis. They're so very crisp. The colors are wonderful, and I'll leave links in the description box below to kind of show you where I get those. Okay, now I'm working on the top corner. The blue is called Paradise. That indigo color is called Medieval Blue, and my purple is called Monarch. Now I'm going to take the sentiment on that stamp that says Standing on the Promises of God, and I'm going to stamp that just across the center of my card using the VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. I really like using this ink for my sentiments. It's very crisp, and I typically get a great stamp the first time. I did stamp that one twice, but that was on me. I can't find my little stamp tool that I made. So now I'm going to cut down my panel to be 4 by 5.25, and I'm just going to shave off 1/8 of an inch all the way around because I like the way I have this centered. I don't want to lose, I don't need to straighten up anything, so I'm just going to cut off 1/8 of an inch from the top, the bottom, and both sides. That doesn't leave a whole lot of green down there, but it's there, and that's enough. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. And now I have my panel that is 5.25 by 4, or 4 by 5.25. I found this really bright, cheerful yellow cardstock in my stash, and so I'm going to cut it down to 4.25 by 11 and score it at 5.5 to make a US A2 top folding card. I love that Dress My Craft paper trimmer and scorer. You do everything all in one. And y'all, I'm living dangerously. I did not notice until I started working on the video that my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink is sitting up there open and just waiting for me to really make a mess with it. But luckily I didn't. but it's there, open for the world to see and for me to stick my hand in. So I'm just going to glue this down flat to my card base. I'm not going to pop anything up on this because I'm going to use some embellishments in a bit that are quite thick. And so I'm going to use my little mini laser to see if I can get it on straight. And I don't, so I have to pick it up here and move it, but it works out. I do get it on, and I think it's straight. It looks straight to me. Gotta love that liquid glue because you've got time to move things after you put it down. Now I'm going to take these Dress My Craft water droplet embellishments and pour them all over my desk. And then I'm going to get my Marvy jewel picker, and I'm going to put some of those on the front of my card. I thought that was very appropriate to have little water droplets. And you've got the rainbow, and it's talking about the promise that he made that he won't destroy the earth again by water. So we'll put a few little water droplets there on the card. Very, very carefully. And the good thing about using that art glitter glue, it dries clear, so you don't see the glue through the little clear water droplets. It's hard to see them here as I'm putting them onto my card, but once I get them on, I'll bring that up to the camera a little bit so you can see better. And then my still shots also show the water droplets really well. The trick is getting them turned over on their backs. It's like finding that big turtle that's turned over on his back, and you can't get them turned over where they're supposed to be. So that's the good thing about kind of pouring a bunch of them out. Surely the number that you need will turn over like they're supposed to. And so that's the card front, and I'm going to flip it over on the back and use that Nocturne Clair ink. I keep saying that wrong. VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and stamp my little logo stamp on the back. And if anybody's wondering, I don't know if they still do it, but I got that stamp from the Stamps of Life. And there's our card. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope it inspires you to create something. If you do, post photos of it on social media and use the hashtag #IWasSoInspired. Thanks again for stopping by. Thank you for being a part of this amazing community. It's an absolute joy sharing my passion for paper crafting with all of you. Joining our YouTube community is easy. Simply click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay updated with the latest videos. Don't forget to engage with the content by liking, sharing, and leaving comments. Your participation makes this channel thrive and grow. Please remember this: our God is a creative God. He created us in His image, which makes us creative as well. We are all creative in one way or another. Step out in the world today and let your imagination soar. Embrace the limitless possibilities out there and create something extraordinary. Anything your heart desires. I love you and can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye.